that sucked. That performance just sucked, right? Welcome back to my sports stuff video. Obviously, 2 years in one day is pretty rare, but I was hoping when I was gonna make this second video today, it'd be a more happy video. But it just sucks. Cleveland Browns face the Texans in the playoffs, and obviously, as everyone watching this video knows, the Browns lost, right? I think what is really important to remember, though, is that the Browns weren't supposed to be there, right? Week 12, Deshaun Watson goes down. Everyone, after the second half, we're all like, oh my gosh, Deshaun's here, right? 14 for 14, 217, 2 touchdowns in the second half. We're here. Thank God we got our quarterback. Next day, he's out for the season. DTR plays a game. PJ Walker, I think, may have played a game. But I know DTR started the Broncos game. Halfway through, Joe Flacco comes in, plays okay, lose the game. Next week, we play the Rams. Joe Flacco again plays well, but we lose. And then we go on like a 5-game win streak, right? The end of the season. We shouldn't have been there, right? That's the point of the emphasis. Is that this is a unicorn season, right? We had Nick Chubb go out. We had Deshaun Watson go out. We had Denzel Ward miss half the season. Juan Thornhill miss half the season. Grant Delpit miss half the season. Anthony Walker in and out of the lineup. Myles Garrett dominant the first 16 weeks of the season, quiet the last 2. And obviously in the playoffs, he was quiet. It sucks. To be honest with you guys, no matter what this happened in this game, if we won or lost, I was going to be happy because, again, we either win and continue a Cinderella story or we lose and we weren't supposed to be there in the first place. Thank God. We overperformed. We overperformed and then underperformed in the playoffs, right? 45-14, Joe Flacco, 2 back-to-back pick sixes. 60 yards from the grounds. David Njoku, 7 for 93. Amari Cooper, 4 for 60. David Bell, 8 for 54. Harrison Bryant, 4 for 65. Kareem Hunt had a touchdown. 5 check down catches. I mean, we don't have a run game. We cannot go another season with Nick Chubb hurt. We have now seen Jerome Ford, Kareem Hunt are not enough run game to go deep into the playoffs. Obviously, again, we're done. We're done. Thank God we have a lot of guys in the Pro Bowl, because if we did not have a lot of guys in the Pro Bowl, we would be absolutely screwed. Jerome Ford, 200 attempts, 813 yards. That is 4 yards a carry. Had 4 touchdowns on the ground this year. Now, I think Jerome Ford can have a long career as a third down back. I thought his receiving abilities was actually really solid, but he's not a bell cow. It's really settling in that we're done, right? It sucks that next week I'm not going to be able to watch the Cleveland Browns play football. But game's a game. You know what I mean? Texans fans would be saying the exact same thing. Not being able to see CJ Stroud play another week. Speaking of CJ Stroud, killed it. Killed it, absolutely demolished us. Listen, it's tough. It's tough, right? But it's the second time in my lifetime I've been able to watch the Cleveland Browns go to the playoffs, play a playoff game. And we weren't healthy at all. We had an 11-win season. Should have been 12. If we would have played our starters, we probably would have beat the Bengals week 18. But we rested everyone, which may have bit us in the ass. I will say an 11-win season I'll absolutely take, especially after 3 of the last 4 years we've had this kind of talented roster, and we went below 500. 2019, I think we went 6-10. Then we went in 2021, we went 8-9, I want to say. And then I think we went 7-10 last year. Maybe we went 8-9, 9-8, whatever. Didn't make the playoffs last year. Didn't make the playoffs the year before. Made it in 2020 with that Cinderella run from Baker Mayfield. And the defense, which was playing amazing the last 10 weeks of the season. Honestly, it's the run game. I'll say it. We lost majority of the games this year, and especially the playoff game because we don't have a run game. So hopefully in the draft, we do draft a running back, kind of like Donovan Edwards, Blake Corum. Let me actually go to, I can't remember the Washington running back. He's pretty solid as well. But let me just, for my own thoughts, let me go to the running back class of this year's draft because I know there's a couple of them I actually really like. Is it Trey Benson? Trey Benson, I think his name is. I think it's Trey Benson. Yep, Trey Benson from Florida State, from FSU. I think he's pretty solid. Will Shipley from Clemson, he's pretty solid. Audric Esteem from Notre Dame is obviously a guy that I've been highlighting a lot in my mock drafts. I think that he'd be really solid out of Notre Dame. We got to get a bell cow running back in this draft. Nick Chubb, it hurts my soul. We got to make sure we have a backup plan, right? If Nick Chubb can't go week 1, we can't have Jerome Ford as a main back anymore. We can't. We got to get one of these guys. Jonathan Brooks from Texas is solid, but I think Blake Corum is the running back 1 in this class. I think Donovan Edwards is probably one of those top 5 running backs as well. It just sucks. Amari Cooper, don't know if he's going to be back next year. We don't know if Darius Smith will be back next year. We don't know if JOK, as of right now, will be back next year. Obviously, I think no matter what, we're either going to franchise tag it. Well, no, he's on his 3rd year. So he will be back next year. We don't know if he's going to be extended in the offseason, which he needs to be. Sione Takitaki, we don't know if he's going to be back next year. Shelby Harris and Mo Hurst, don't know if they'll be back next year. I don't know what to say. It hurts. It's going to hurt for a little bit. I'm excited to see my guys in the Pro Bowl. See them one last time with some pads on. Although they're talking about going to flag football, so at least we will see David Njoku moss some people without pads on. Hopefully, Myles Garrett wins Defensive Player of the Year because what he did in the regular season was dominant. Obviously, was quiet in the playoffs. Greg Newsome was horrid in the playoffs. He was absolutely dog crap today. It sucks, man. He was his rookie season, he was amazing. Last year was amazing. Gets moved to slot full time this year and struggles. I think we're gonna still have him next year, day 1, but I can't see us extending Greg Newsome. I think it's gonna be JOK getting extended. I think Martin Emerson is gonna get valued more than him when it comes to extensions. Grant Delpit already got his extension. Ronnie Hickman, he was put in bad spots because he's remember he's a UDFA rookie free agent. He performed better than I thought. When Grant Delpit comes back next year fully healthy with JOK, that's going to be a really scary defense, man, because Grant Delpit was really putting on a show this year. They just kept getting hit with injuries. But when he's on the field, he is special. What a great run defender. Yeah. Kind of feels like a waste of a season, right? But there's a lot of teams saying that. A lot of teams, like the Jets, right? We're better than the New York Jets, at least. They traded for Aaron Rodgers. Gets hurt within 3 snaps. And then he did a media show the entire season. At least with us, next year we are primed for a Super Bowl run, right? We've seen what a Joe Flacco type of quarterback can do. What a play-action boots offense can do. Which is what Deshaun Watson ran in Texas and in Houston. A PA boot offense. We've seen it work. I hope Kevin has learned, hey, let's take what we did with Joe Flacco, give it to Deshaun Watson. Deshaun's a better athlete. Deshaun's a better has a powerful arm. He has we can also do rollouts, and Deshaun can get a first down. Yeah, but honestly, probably gonna take a couple days off from doing videos. I'll probably do one more video this week, starting my off-season rebuilds for all the NFL teams. Carolina Panthers will be first. That may be the first video that comes out after this. Sucks, but game's a game. NFL, any given Sunday, anyone can win. If the Texans go on a Super Bowl run, all power to them. But I do still think the Ravens and the Lions will make it out of the conferences. Those are my picks for the Super Bowl. Now that the Browns have been eliminated, I'm going to be unbiased. Ravens are the best team in the AFC. And the Lions, I still think, could make a run for the NFC Championship. So I'm going to say Lions, Ravens. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Bye.